All right, go ahead.
All right, whenever you are ready.
Welcome, come in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Levante.
Nice to meet you, Levante. Have a seat. So tell me about yourself.
So that's a fair question. I'm 22. I went to Johnson Senior High, and then from there I went to NDSU in Fargo, and there I studied cultural anthropology and linguistic philosophy. And from there, those two programs taught me a lot about critical thinking and how to work under pressure, and just like how to think things through in a cool and pragmatic way. And then for job experience, I've worked at the Excel Energy Center since about my senior year of high school, and from there I learned a lot about just like customer service skills and how to work, in a retail kind of position. And from that job, I ended up getting another job, which was for summer work, which was basically like just building like pop-up shops and selling through there. And that taught me a lot of how to improvise and cooking, which from there I learned how to follow the rules pretty well, how to make food, and just follow the rules with that too, because there's a lot that goes into dealing with that.
I gotta stop you there. You got 90 seconds.
Really? Yeah, I didn't even know that.
All right, first impressions. Yep, now we get to critique you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I say this to all my students. Take a breath. Take a breath. There's power in the pause. Power in the pause. You had your portfolio like this, and then you start playing with it, and then halfway through you put it down. Put it down right away. Put it down, like when you sit down, it's like to me, put it down right away. There you go. And then move on from that. When you're answering the question, I don't want a rundown of your resume at all. I did like you were saying how the different types of work will translate, but translate that even more and how that would fit as a paralegal. Like, why do you want to be a paralegal? How do these programs, actually critical thinking, help you become where you're at to be a paralegal? Well, that's all that's about. And then bringing in, like, why? Why does Levante want to do this? Like, why does Levante want to work for me? Like, why should I want to work with Levante? Like, bring that in that. It is hard to do in 60 seconds, but when you practice it and get doing this more, you're able to refine it. And it's also, as I told you in the beginning, the interview process is, yes, to find out if you're competent, but it's also to figure out if we'd work well with each other. Just like if you'd work well with a client. So doing that. No, it would not. Giving you a rundown of the resume. It's everyone's default to that question. Everyone. So you're not alone in this. It's what they do when they first do. They think it's this, and then it's like, nah, it's not.
And they've already looked at it, so they want to hear the fun stuff. They don't want you to say because they probably just looked at it right before you came.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So you know a little bit before.
Yeah.
And if they want to know more about the resume, they'll ask you.
Yes.
They will.
Definitely.
They'll ask you particulars about it, and just doing that. What else? Yeah. I don't know. Have anything? What about like the jacket? I know Peterson said about the jacket, like it. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How to sit down and unbutton your jacket?
Yeah, it's supposed to unbutton it.
Yep.
I totally forgot about that.
Okay. So, and I mean, I think and the tie would have been good if you had been ready with that tie. So
the bow tie would have been awesome. That would have shown some of your personality.
Yes.
Well, I meant to have, but totally forgot that.
Yeah.
Before I left home.
And your hair, I mean, you pull it back, it looks fine, I think, but I think maybe just putting like some gel or something in it so that it's not sticking up as much. Just like for a woman's bun, I would say the same thing. You don't want really anything to stick out about your hair or anything. You want to be, I wouldn't say bland is the right word, but you want them to be listening to you, not like looking at something on you at some point, distracted. You know what I mean? To me, the whole time I was thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, this is such good information. You have not once mentioned why you want to be a paralegal. You have not even touched upon your education here. I have not heard one thing about why he's going to be an awesome paralegal, how I should hire him, why he loves the law. I mean, to me, your biggest problem is that you have too much information, right? You need to be much more concise. You need to do either two things. Flip it and start with now. Start with paralegal, start with what I love. I love crim law. I think I'm going to be great working with people, with kids. I like client interviewing, whatever it is you like. Mm-hmm. That has to be a big part of it. So you either start with that, and then if you still have time, here's some of my transferable skills as well. I've worked at Excel. You know, like you were saying, it is valuable, but it's not the right order. Or you do what you did, and all of what you said is like half that time, much more concise. I went to school, I gained a lot of critical thinking skills. I also worked a lot, and I have a lot of customer service skills. Those two things combined, I think, have led me to this place now, where I'm learning to be a paralegal, and I'm going to be really great at it. And I really love family law, whatever it is. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Because it wasn't even about you and the law.
Yeah. I forgot those only 60 seconds.
Yeah, and it is hard, but that's the thing. They've already seen your resume. Now they need to hear from you why you are hireable, why you would be a good fit for their firm or company. So if I asked you, why do you want to be a paralegal? What would you say?
I have not a lot of experience, but I have like an interest in it because it's something that's really based in critical thinking, and it's really just how you can use it not to your advantage, but how you can use it in a way that not really benefits you, but it's a way that's like pragmatic.
Okay, and you use those two words, I wrote those down actually, critical thinking, pragmatic. So I think that's good. I think that's, you would say something like, I really enjoy the critical thinking process that's involved in being a paralegal. I really enjoy doing investigation and assisting people through critical thinking or through analysis. I think that's good, but you have to hone that and make it kind of practice so that when you do say it, it comes out naturally. And then you can say something like, I think you studied anthropology, did you say? That's an easy thing to say. I took classes in past educational experiences like anthropology that I think directly connect to what I'm doing now today. I really like learning about people and helping people analyze their issues and deal with their problems.
That makes sense.
So you got to connect it. It almost has to be like a theme so that you know, here's the 7 points I absolutely have to get out for them, that they have to hear from me.
So, and also bringing, like, with why do you want to be a paralegal, you could be when you were, like, 5 and you saw, like, a TV show or you watched criminal TV shows or Law and Order, whatever, and then that can help with your theme to bring it into as why you like the critical thinking skills, particularly in the law. I mean, critical thinking is everywhere, pretty much in every profession. It's just why specifically paralegal and the law. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So is there anything that makes you feel passionate specifically about the law or a certain area of the law? Like, is there one area you really want to engage in?
So far, I'm thinking of estate planning.
Okay.
I was going to say that's the class you've been the most vocal in and asking actual questions in, so.
And it does work with critical thinking.
It does.
So, obviously, if you go into a family law firm, you tell them, I want to do family law. Whatever firm you go to, you tell them that that's the type of law you're most interested in. But if you decide that estate planning is it, then this all kind of has to connect to, okay, I did my anthropology work, I've taken a lot of different classes. My critical thinking and analysis, or my love for it, has led me to estate planning, which is literally what you do all the time. And I can't wait to assist people in making their healthcare directives or whatever. Just tie it well together and make sure law is the focus.
Yes.
Okay. I love the suits. How about, I like the socks. I don't know about the brown shoes. What do you think? I think
I
black.
had shoes, but
Yeah, they normally say black.
Yeah.
So if you're all black, do yours do the black.
Do you have black shoes?
I also in a rush this morning.
Yeah.
And the shirt, I think the coloring is good, except it has to be, the jacket has to be longer than the sleeves.
Yeah.
And then this, it's like bunching at your,
So that's where the unbunching comes on. And also bringing some of your personality in,
Yes.
even though this is simple, but if you added the bow tie, that says a lot. Even if you have like the tie and it's just simple, like whatever coloring, and it has, I don't know, like a little design on it, it's still showing some personality instead of the carbon copy black suit, white t-shirt, black tie, or whatever it may be coming in. Which, if that's you, great, but a lot of people just assume that's what it is, but no.
That's a great point too. Yes, I think we've been